and should have access to gender-affirming care in this country?
I believe we should follow the law.
I know this look very well. It's that look of being asked a very hard question and knowing that no matter how you answer it, you are going to piss somebody off. Even folks who are in this moderate middle ground that are trying to decide how they're going to vote. This answer's taken a lot of criticism, and I've also heard a lot of transgender folks in my circles defend her for it as well. In this answer, I do hear that she's taking a stand. Admittedly, she's doing it in as careful a way as possible. And friends, I have empathy for her about that. Maybe it's because of my upbringing, which you could read about in the memoir if it interests you more. But I grew up with two different parents of two different expressions of Christianity that didn't like each other. And they were always battling about who was right, who was more virtuous. And even as young as 8 years old, I was asked for my complex opinion about theological matters. So this is why I could admittedly get a bit salty and activated when people ask me questions like, where do you stand? What side are you on? Even though there's a lot of me that knows taking a stand is very important. And I empathize the position that she's in, especially as we lead up to this election here, the most important election we're going to have, I think, in American history. And there's so many folks who are undecided. There are so many folks who are virtue signaling on many sides of issues about, I'm going to withhold my vote, or I'm going to vote third party. Shifting gears, looking at another divisive issue, the Israel-Gaza war. I have friends who are supremely devoted to the state of Israel, friends who are Jewish, who otherwise would vote for her, but have said that they're voting for Trump because he's better for Israel. And I have friends who are adamant pro-Palestine advocates who are protesting this current war as an act of genocide, and they are withholding their votes, so they say, or threatening to vote third party because she hasn't done enough. And I have to admit that it may be bringing up some of my own childhood conflict here, and knowing how hard it can be to take a side when you are in these positions. I don't even think it's a moral nuance position. It's just knowing that the swath of opinions out there are different, feelings, activations around issues. And you're going to feel what you're going to feel. You may have strong feelings about me for even sharing this opinion of mine. I just know that voting for her is an act of what Ani DeFranco called earlier harm reduction, even if you don't like everything about her. Because no human being anywhere on this planet is going to be better under another regime of Donald Trump.